Hello children, till now we have studied about that is Newland's law of octaves and Taubernier's triad. Now we will be studying further, and after that what happened, that Mendeleev, he was a Russian scientist and born in a very poor family, yes of course, but that he was thinking about what is the basis, that how elements they are arranged, like means he just took two things in mind, that is, as a physical property he considered the atomic masses of the element, and as in the chemical property he just whatever the elements were known in his time, he just reacted those elements with hydrogen and oxygen means he studied the hydrides and the oxides, and on that basis he arranged the element. Now he was arranging the elements, that is means in an increasing order the atomic masses, and in the same way he found that the elements having the same properties were finding the place in a group. So all these things were same, like as that is octave, Newland law, as Newland did. But the basic thing, what was the benefit of that regarding the Mendeleev, was that Mendeleev was successful. Firstly, that is the position of hydrogen was also specified, and okay, hydrogen position is still anomalous, but still he was whatever he did, he placed that. And one thing that so whatsoever elements were not discovered in his time, he said that he left the gap for those places. Like in his time, scandium, it is although a d block element actually, but there is one electron in the d orbital, so its valency is also 3. So you will find that it is very much far away from boron, but it is a d block element, so its position is here. But as the 3 electrons are here for reaction, so properties they match quite a lot with the boron. So it is called as Eka boron, scandium, Eka aluminium, that is gallium, Eka silicon, germanium. These elements were not discovered in his time, but his insight was quite a lot. We can say that those elements he was not knowing, that he left the gap for them. And the basic thing is that atomic masses accordingly that he find, and it was a very it gave the insight to other people also, that they were thinking of those elements which were not discovered in the time of Mendeleev. So a great job was done by him. Although this group also, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, these noble gases were also not known in his time. But this is a zero group called as, and without disturbing the periodic table of Mendeleev, this group was placed, because actually noble gases, they are found in very trace quantity in the atmosphere, so which was discovered later on. Okay, so this Mendeleev, whatever he did, that is the thing was that the Mendeleev would find that can be framed in a statement that the properties of elements are the periodic function of the atomic masses. Now one thing I would like to say, that after Mendeleev, actually isotopes were also not known, but when people knew about the isotope, like hydrogen is having 3 isotopes, and other elements, even the chlorine is having isotope, 2 isotopes. So if I talk of hydrogen, protium, deuterium, tritium, so isotopes. So as he thought, he said that the property of element as the periodic function. So considering making the periodic table on the basis of atomic mass, that was also a drawback. So it was after that mostly that which he tried for, and he said that it is actually the atomic number, not the atomic mass, and this solved a very great problem, because atomic number, as you know, that is, if I say like this, after helium is having 2 atomic number, so it is having 2 atomic number here, and after that if you come to lithium, it is having 3 atomic number. So by means of atomic number, you know what is atomic number, that are the protons and that the electrons, which are always same. And when one proton or one electron increases, means protons are always equal to electron. If one proton is increasing, electron is also definitely increasing in an atom. Just always keep this thing in mind. Now, if you see that when one electron is increasing, or one proton is increasing, so any period you can say this is you can say it is the first period, and it is the second period, like this. If you are doing this, this is third period, fourth period, fifth period, sixth period. Actually, there is seventh period also. I have not written here on the board because that all the elements in the seventh period, they are all are radioactive, and as block or element also I have not written. I just mentioned it only. Yes. So where is the one proton is increasing, that it consecutively you find that there is another element come. So with the increase of one proton, there is always a different element, and you can see that hydrogen, as it is having one proton, helium is having two electrons, lithium is having three protons, beryllium having four protons. Then you can say that boron is having five protons, carbon is six protons, oxygen seven protons, chlorine 8 electron. Okay, so in this way you can say that oxygen having 8 electron, chlorine having 9 electron, neon having 10 electron, sodium having 11, magnesium 12, aluminum 13. So you can also see that that is equally, means you can see that with the, you can see find that how in this way you will find it, and this what Mendeleev said, and the same thing is now it is correct. You can find that as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it was the seventh element. Like now, so you can say now noble gases are included. Now this the properties. Now you can see now what is the thing which you find in the group common. Now this lithium and the sodium. If now in this way period you are thinking, but when the element is come back, that is this element, with all the elements in the group, you find that all are having the same valence electron, means outermost electron, that are the valence electron. You can see like that. Lithium, like hydrogen is having just only one electron shell, lithium is having two shells, and here two electron and one electron. In this way sodium you can say 1, 2 and 3. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and again only 1. So if I don't draw the inner electrons, then 2, 3, and the 4 in this way. So what do you find that outermost shell is having only just one electron. So the chemical property will remain same, but every time you find that shells are increasing. As the shells are increasing, you say that the mass and the size is increasing, and you will find that, so here decrease in the period, as the, if I move here in this way, you will find that the protons are increasing and they will attract the electrons with more attractive force. So size is decreasing in the period from left to right moving, but in the group you are seeing that size is increasing. And as this shell is very far away from this nucleus, if this is your nucleus, this is your nucleus, okay, nucleus, you can see. So as it is moving very far away from here, so what you will see that as this is moving very far away from, means the force of attraction from the nucleus is very less here. So definitely the electron can be lost very easily. An electron can be lost very easily. So that is why say that metallic character is increasing. What is a metal? Metal, what any metal, any structure of metal, any metal, you can say iron, sodium, whatever you say, any metal, means these are the atoms arranged in the way, means nucleus, and there is the outermost electron, that is very easily they lose the electron. That's why the metals are the good conductor of electricity and good conductor of heat. Now they can lose very easily electron. That's why this cesium, it is the most electropositive. And I say this fluorine, it is the most electronegative. It is the most electronegative. See. So you find that we are going down the group, metallic character increases. Anywhere you can say, even in non-metals also, these are non-metals. Like if you take this group, then plumbum you will find that it is a metal. Sternum you find it is a metal. Okay, germanium is a metal, carbon is a non-metal. Means why this is this you can change, find, we are finding here. That is, this is a non-metal, but when you are going down the group, as the size of the element is increasing in the group, so the metallic character is increasing. Metallic character means to lose the electron. That is the metallic character. And you know, you have already studied the metallic oxides on dissolution of water form bases, and non-metallic oxide produces acids. As you can see, if non-metallic oxide like SO2, if I say, if you dissolve this oxide in water, what will you get? Sulfuric acid. And metallic oxide, sodium oxide, if you dissolve in water, what you get? Sodium hydroxide. So this you are already studied previously. So I think this you all know very well. I hope you understand. So these were the properties which were all formed by the mostly the modern periodic table. Yeah. So and one more thing always remind in this group, that in the group valence is same, but in the period you can see that sodium one proton increasing. So you can say another element is being formed. One proton means one electron definitely will increase. So you can see that period, in the period that is atomic number or the valency increases consecutively, 1 increase. In a group it remains the same. So that's why the properties, chemical properties in the group are same, but size increases in the group. So I hope that you have understood well this chapter. This is all about it. So thank you children. Have a nice day.